proper in your opinion?
It is not proper at all.
Okay. And what, in your, again, to just wrap that point up, what channels...
Also, before you get there, you refer to a consent. Is it contained in any of these bundles? The senators would wish to look at that consent.
Honorable Mutuse, you said you have seen a consent. You are aware about it. Have you seen the consent?
It is not filed in our documents, but in my ordinary course of business, I am aware of the consent.
Okay.
If it becomes necessary, the Senate has the powers to recall it. In fact, it is a public document because it is reported under Kenya law reports.
Fair enough. Let's go to allegation number 8 because of time, so that we don't take a lot of time and finish our time. What is the substance of your allegation number 8? Briefly, ground number 8.
Ground number 8 is that there are serious reasons to believe that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has committed crimes under Section 132 of the Penal Code and Section 129 of the Leadership and Integrity Act. And basically here, it is on two folds. The two sections that we have cited, Section 132 of the Penal Code and Section 29 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, speak to state officers misleading the public, spreading falsehoods. And on the issue of Justice Maina, as we have shown evidence, it was personal vendetta because the Deputy President was attacking the judge based on a decision the judge had made. On the second one, in terms of the particulars, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua recklessly and unmindful of the high calling and dignified status of the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, as well as his membership to the National Security Council under Article 240 of the Constitution, both being positions that require one to be discreet and tempered, especially during moments of national crisis, addressed Kenyans on live television in Mombasa County and publicly made sensational statements against the National Intelligence Service, an essential national security organ, its Director General and the officers.
And also, you can hold on there. Do you have evidence to prove these allegations about a live television statement in Mombasa by the Deputy President? Do you have any evidence before this House?
Yes, we have annexed our video number 15.
May I request we play video number 15, please, Mr. Speaker.
Where did the rain begin to beat us? Where did we stop listening to the people? President William Ruto and I were the darling of the Kenyan people. By listening to them, by engaging them. And as a government, we have established institutions to ensure we not only listen to Kenyans, but also genuinely understand their concerns. We invest significant resources in these institutions, particularly the National Intelligence Service, for this purpose. It is clear there has been a failure in the intelligence and advice we are receiving, particularly concerning crucial government policies. The President of the Republic of Kenya today has admitted that it has come to his attention that the people of Kenya did not want anything to do with the Finance Bill 2024.
Honorable Mutuse,
President,
maybe we can...
There is an important
okay. You
has now agreed that we need to listen to the people.
Yeah.
And I sympathize with my boss, President William Ruto, because this information was not available to him. I know President William Ruto. Had he known 2 months ago that the people of Kenya did not want anything to do with the Finance Bill 2024, he would not have asked his parliamentary party to push it through. Yet, we have an organization paid by the public to give him and government such information. And that is where the problem is. We have a dysfunctional National Intelligence Service that has exposed the president, the government, and the people of Kenya. Had the National Intelligence Service briefed the president 2 months ago about how the people of Kenya feel about the Finance Bill 2024, so many Kenyans would not have died. Property would not have been destroyed. Offices would not have been touched. There would have been no mayhem. But they slept on the job. It had to take people to die, property to be destroyed, protests across the country for the president to know the truth of what the people of Kenya feel. Yet, there is an organization paid for by the public to brief the president and the government about the feeling of the Kenyan people. Officers of the National Intelligence Service, officers of the National Police Service have told me in confidence they did not get advance intelligence briefs about the magnitude of the protest in Eldoret, in Kericho, in Nairobi, in Githurai, in Embu, in Nyeri. Since independence, there has been protests around Parliament. Never have protesters invaded and gotten inside Parliament. Senior officers have told me in confidence they did not have an advance intelligence brief about the intensity of the protest so that they prepare in advance. The National Intelligence Service slept on the job. And the problem is simple. The Director General of the National Intelligence Service, Nuruddin Haji, was a junior officer in the National Intelligence Service before he was appointed as DVP. When he was appointed to the office of the Director General, because of inferiority complex, he chased away all the people who were senior to him when he was in the service, therefore crippling the capacity of that service and making it dysfunctional. 3 directors were chased away and reassigned to desk jobs in ministries.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we can pause it at that because of time. We've captured the parts. Now, Honorable Mutuse, the Deputy President recently addressed a press conference where he rubbished this allegation. He said it's pure hogwash, nonsense upon stilts. What is your specific complaint against the Deputy President in this allegation?
2 specific complaints. 1, the Deputy President is a member of the National Security Council. And if he has any complaints against the National Intelligence Service, yes, who also sit in the National Intelligence Council, he can raise those concerns there. So that we promote institutional leadership.
You mean the National Security Council?
The National Security Council created under Article 240 of the Constitution.
Yes. And
the Deputy President as forum. And like all other ordinary citizens, senators included, as we can complain out there because we don't have an official institutional forum. The Deputy President as forum where he can raise his concerns. Number 2, this was a time of monumental crisis in the Republic of Kenya. And the statements were sensational and they would have made Kenyans to believe that our security organs are not functional and would have easily led to citizens running amok and the Republic getting torn apart and our national fabric getting destroyed completely. But even more importantly, I had learned Counsel Ongoya refer you to your oath of office. And I would wish that he also refers his client to the oath of due execution of office that he did swear. In the oath of due execution of office that the Deputy President took on ascension of office, it states as follows, that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my duties and committed to my secrecy, emphasis, secrecy. He has said in the clip that we have played that officers of the National Police Service have told him in confidence that they had not received advance intelligence reports. That is what was contemplated by this oath of due execution of office, what Senior Counsel Orengo called addressing fears. That if a matter is committed to you as a state officer in secrecy, it must remain in secrecy. If you take it to a public press conference, then you have gone against your oath of office, and that is an impeachable offense.
This oath of office that you say the deputy president takes, is it anchored in any clause of the Constitution?
Yes, the oath of office is in the 3rd schedule of our Constitution and therefore part of our Constitution.
Can you read Article 148(5)(a) of the Constitution?
To begin with, under Article 74 of the Constitution, before assuming a state office, acting in a state office, or performing any functions of a state office, a person shall take and subscribe the oath or affirmation of office in the manner and form prescribed by the 3rd schedule or under an act of parliament.
Okay. And what about Article 148, paragraph 5A? What does it say?
Article 148, paragraph 5A?
Yes.
It says the deputy president-elect assumes office by taking and subscribing A, the oath of affirmation of allegiance, and B, the oath or affirmation for the execution of the functions of office as prescribed in the 3rd schedule. So it is a constitutional issue.
Finally, the deputy president in his press statement the other day, he said